Hey, Phantom, this me again. And yeah, um, um, after my last video, talking about Easy Mill, I wasn't too impressed with that ID. Yeah, after my last video talking about Easy Mill, I wasn't too impressed by that IDK song. I wasn't too impressed by it. You know what I mean? It wasn't whack. It wasn't terrible. It was cool. It was cool. I thought, dude, I thought the dude was a bit overhyped. You know what I mean? But I got some recommendations to check out this album to see why Easy Mill is hyped, why people like him so much. And I said in that video that the dude has talent. He does have talent, and um, yeah, I've checked out this. Yeah, I've checked out this Act One album, and yeah, I basically came out with tracks that I really like. You know what I mean? But yeah. Well, let me start with his album cover. Whoever made this album cover, like, yeah, like he, whatever he paid them, like he needs to pay them more because this album cover is fire. You know what I mean? This album cover is fire, bro. Like it's yeah. I really like the album cover. But yeah, when it comes to like the album itself, like yeah, like he definitely like he's very definitely versatile. He gave me a lot of different styles on here. With the first track, it's a bit of like a slower track, and it's just like him slinging, like him singing like a like slow tempo type of song. And yeah, the track after that, I didn't even say the name of the track. Easy Going Millions. That's a start. That's a starting track, and yeah, it's a slow like singing track. And yeah, like dude can sing. He really can sing. And yeah, I honestly, I think I can say that I like his singing better than I like his rapping. And he has some moments on here where his rapping was pretty solid, but I'll get to that later. Super real, very punk rock vibe, but he's not really like doing like the punk rock like singing type of stuff. Like he's singing on it, but it's like over like a punk rock type of instrumental. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But Come Through was fire. Like I really like that track. Very smooth track. Very I just like how he sounded. Like he just sounded very comfortable. And yeah, like I really like that track. That track was honestly that track was groovy, bro. Like yeah, that track was groovy, but I really like that track. One and only, probably probably like one of the slower songs on this album. Very spacey, very airy track, but like some electronic vibes. And I have to say also that with some of the tracks on here, like they sound a bit outdated. You know what I mean? Like it sound like some stuff that I was listening to in like the early 2000s when I was like a little kid and stuff, and I was and all the music that I hear on the radio, or like I don't know how many of you like like we have these channels where it's like just playing music constantly, and like occasionally like I would hear tracks like that. Yeah, I would hear tracks like that, like what like come up on there. Like those music channels, like specifically where they just play music, and not even music videos, like they just play audio. Like I found out about like a lot of people, like a lot of artists through that music channel, through those music channels. Man, I miss those. Damn. I miss those, bro. But getting back to the album, yeah, one and only. I really like that track. Um, it does sound a bit outdated, but it's welcome. It's welcome. Um, Far Away from Home. I feel like this track had a very mainstream feel to it. very mainstream, a little underproduced. I feel like he should have had like bigger, a bit more grander production to like make the track like sound better, like make the instrumental go a bit better with his voice. Cause like his singing on there was fine. It's just like it felt like I've heard the song before. Like I've heard it, I heard the song before, but I heard it like sound better. Like I heard the song before, but I've heard it done better. You know what I mean? Like that track was honestly a little forgettable, but I mean, it wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad. It didn't really stand out to me. Lonely Days it was alright, a bit like dancey, like do I want to say Latino vibes from that track? Um, Definitely like dancey vibes, but I mean that track was cool. I thought it was a little forgettable too, but um, La Boy, definitely got like early 2000s like punk rock, like Blink 182 vibes from this one. And I don't know if Easy Mill listened to Blink 182. He's had to. He's had to listen to Blink 182. And that's what I thought of when I listened to this track. Maybe not in terms of his singing, but in terms of like the instrumentation. Yeah, that's the vibes that I got. But yeah, that track was like it was cool. You know what I mean? Like it was cool. It didn't really. I don't really see myself coming back to that one that much. But the Slashy show, I really like the beat. I really like the beat. I just think that the rapping could have been better. You know what I mean? I feel like when he was rapping, like he was like a bit too goofy, a bit too like playing around. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's fine. Like he's having fun. Like he's having fun. Like there's nothing wrong with him having fun. Just to me personally, I feel like I feel like if he would have rapped it with a bit more, like if he would have like seriously rapped, I feel like it could have been. I feel like it could have been better. Um, King I B, that's another track where I feel like the rapping could have been better. It just to me just sounded very uninteresting. It sounded uninteresting, kind of nonchalant delivery, and yeah, I don't know. That track had another good beat where I feel like if Easy Mill would have rapped a bit more aggressively, and I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about rapping aggressively where he's where he's like fucking like every word like he's fucking spitting and shit. I I swear there's points in his I swear there's points in here where he's like just like just like he's just doing that shit, bro, with every single word. Like just saying every word so hard. And it's like I don't like how it sounds. Honestly, like he sounds crazy when he does that. Like honestly, I don't like when he does that. But yeah, I didn't even talk about the the singles, did I? Yeah, the singles on here that I've heard before. Pinello, I like that song too. Yeah, I like that song. I think compared to the tracks on here that I really mess with though, it's not as good by comparison. Honestly, it's not as good by comparison to the tracks that I really mess with though. But yeah, Pinello, I do like Pinello though. IDK, that track's that track grew on me a little bit. It grew on me a little bit. The beat specifically grew on me. At first, I thought it was like kind of basic, but it sounds better. It sounds better with headphones. But even still, like the bars in there, like I mean, they're cool. They're cool. It's just I've heard better. You know, I've heard better. Um, what's the next one? Waste my time. This track is cool. This track is cool. Excuse me. This track was cool. That's how I feel about a lot of these tracks. Like they're cool, it's just they don't really stand out that much. Like he sounded good at some parts, but yeah, I don't know what the hell this is. This next track, it's all like Japanese symbols right here. This track got like fucking Japanese symbols and shit. Like what the fuck? I looked it up, right? I looked it up, and I think it means interesting. Yeah, it means interesting when translated. Yeah, it means interesting. And I gotta say, this track was interesting. Honestly, it was interesting. This track was interesting. The beat switched up quite a few times. Like at the start of the track, it sounded much different. Um, when it gets to the like kind of like Chinese type of beat, like the Chinese Asian type of beat, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it besides that. Like I like that. I like the beat. It's just like I didn't really like Easy Mill's rapping up until like the last portion because it sounded like he was actually like at the end of it where he was flowing at the end. It sounded like he was actually trying. It sounded like he was actually trying to rap. And again, there was another portion in here where he was just spitting so so fucking hard. And it's like, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. It's like he sounds so much better when he just rapping normal, you know. But Fraud, Fraud is definitely my favorite track, though. Fraud is fire, and I remember him saying at the end like that this is the Turner track, and yeah, it's definitely the Turner track. When I first heard that track, I was like, ooh, this is dope. This is dope. Yeah, that track is dope, bro. I really like that track. You know what I mean? I like his energy. I like the beat. I like I even like his rapping. You know, I even like his rapping, bro. Like it's solid. Honestly, the track is solid. I really like it. Actually, I'd say Come Through and Fraud is like my favorites off this album. Actually, yeah, I guess I'll throw in One and Only. But getting to the next song, uh, the Commas song. I think those are Commas. Yeah, the Commas song. Uh, he's talking shit about his dad, and yeah, he had like this like kind of demonic voice on it, which I thought was kind of cool. But again, like he's doing like this, like he's kind of doing this shit where he's like spitting out every word, and you know, I don't know. I do like the content of the track. I like the content of the track. I like what he was going for. I like the intense energy that he had. I it's just I'm not really a fan of how it sounds. You know what I mean? I'm not really a fan of how it sounds. But I like what he was going for. In the last track, All Hallows, All Hallows Eve. Yeah, All Hallows Eve. This track was, to me, this track was like just edgy, like just an edgy track with no direction. Yeah, I felt like how he ended the album was, it was a little, yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I get it, like he's trying to keep the same energy that he did on the previous track and like end it off with that. But to me, like the track like just came off as like super edgy, not much direction. You know what I mean? It's just like it was there. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. Like the track was just there. But I do have to say though, this does like he did do a decent job like transitioning each track into the next. You know what I mean? It made the album feel a bit more cohesive, even though he has a bunch of different styles in here. But yeah, I have to say, Easy Mill, he's definitely talented. Definitely talented. He's definitely versatile. And I feel like he does have the potential to make like a very cohesive album and a very cohesive album where it's giving you a bunch of different styles, giving you a bunch of different flavors. of him of his him singing, him rapping, him doing a lot of stuff, right? And throwing it into a project and making it a bit more cohesive, making it a bit more organized. You know what I mean? I feel like he has a lot of potential, a lot of potential. But yeah. Um, the only tracks though that I feel like I might go back to, I'm definitely going back to Come Through. I'm definitely going back to Fraud, uh, One and Only. I'll go back to that track. Pinello, I might go back to. Um, am I going back to IDK? I don't know. I don't know. Waste my time. I might go back to, but I'm definitely going back to Fraud and Come Through. Those are my two favorite tracks. But besides that, like, yeah, dude has talent. He really has talent. I feel like he just needs to work on making his projects a bit more cohesive, having a bit more direction. But I feel like what he was going for with this album specifically was to like show his versatility and show his talent and show that he's not a one trick pony, which he definitely isn't. He definitely isn't. He definitely has a lot of talent, and I see a lot of potential in this guy. You know, so I can say that. Well, what is there for me to take back though? 'Cause I said that he was talented. I just wasn't impressed by that one song specifically. IDK specifically, I wasn't really impressed by. But he definitely has talent. He definitely has songs that I really like, you know? So the Easy Mill fans can get off my ass now because I actually like something that he's made, okay? Alright? I'm not a hater, alright? I just wasn't that impressed by that song, okay? Just take take with it what you will. Take with it what you will. But anyway, I don't have much else to say. This video has been long enough, and I'll see you fans later.